So hi everybody, I have been on a keto diet and I am hosting Thanksgiving every year. And this year, since I'm on this keto diet, I'm wondering what I can make that I can also eat. I love coconut, so I went online and I found this recipe and I'm gonna do a test drive. It is by Lisa Marcelli. I found it online, and it calls for eggs, coconut milk, a sugar substitute, which I'm going to be using the monk fruit blend. I got that at the store the other day. It says 0 calories. I need my glasses for this. It says it has 8 carbs for 2 teaspoons. 0 protein. I don't know, we'll find out. It should have a little bit of sweetening just because, we want it to taste good. So I'm gonna try this out. I'll let you guys know. We'll see how it looks like. I am gonna just go for it and get started. So I'm gonna do 3 eggs. I'm gonna crack them right in here. My mise en place is ready. As you can tell, I have these eggs ready, and we're going to put with that the coconut milk. That's a cup of coconut milk. I like to use really thick ones. In the international section, it's about half of a can. So if we're liking this, you could make 2 pies with 1 can. So I'm gonna just break these eggs up a little bit. It's super simple from what I can tell. I am going to add to that the monk fruit blend sweetener, and that is half a cup. So it says to use it just like sugar, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna keep mixing it. We wanna have the eggs all nice broken up. Let me get that out of the way. I'm gonna add to that 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I make my own vanilla, and I'll be doing a segment on KXAN really soon about that. Actually next Tuesday, I believe. And we'll talk about how to make your own vanilla. If you wanna make Christmas gifts, this is a perfect time to go ahead and do that. To that, we're gonna add the zest of a lemon, not a whole one, maybe half a one. This recipe calls for 1 teaspoon of lemon zest. I'm sure with these kind of flavors, it doesn't hurt if you have a little bit more. So I'm just gonna do this real quick. And it also calls for lemon extract. I have found that using lemon extract is sometimes questionable. So I prefer to just use lemon juice. The lemon extract often tends to taste a little artificial unless you get your hands on really good extracts, which I can talk about sometimes. I do know where to get really good extracts. So it calls for half a teaspoon of lemon extract. So I added just a touch more, like about a teaspoon of the lemon. To that, we're adding a 1/4 cup of coconut flour. I'm sorry, I have to keep looking because the recipe is next to me and I don't have it memorized. 1/4 cup of coconut flour. So this recipe is keto friendly and also gluten-free, of course. So I'm really hoping this is going to be good. So now this is coming nicely together. I want to make sure there is no lumps, or very few at least. And then to that, it's 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter that I melted and then that come back to kind of room temp. It's cold right now in Austin, so I'll see that. This is 3/4 teaspoon, let's double check, yes, of baking powder. I use the aluminum free, but use whatever you have, okay? And we're gonna mix that up until it comes together. Since it is gluten-free, we don't have to worry about over mixing this. And I will add to that 4 ounces of coconut, shredded, unsweetened coconut. So let's measure that out. I weighed it, but if you don't have a scale, this is a half cup measure. This is 1 cup. Oh, sorry, half a cup, 1 cup, 1.5. So it's about 2 cups, just a little bit more, just a touch more, so maybe heaping 2 cups of shredded unsweetened coconut. And we just fold that under. The oven is preheated to 350 degrees. And all you need now is a pie pan. And I have mine ready right behind me. I'm gonna grab that. I love my new kitchen. It's super fun to have all this right here. Okay, we're gonna add this to a greased pie pan. So here's my spray. I was always so old school that I always thought it was such a waste and bad for our environment. But I have to say, I appreciate some conveniences nowadays, and one of them is a spray. So here we go. I'm gonna fill that in. It looks beautiful, smells delicious. And the oven is preheated. And so I'm gonna put that in the oven. I'm gonna bake that for 40 to 45 minutes. It says to bake it until the edges become kind of brown, the top brown slightly. I will check it since it's a custard-based pie. Should be pretty obvious if it's done or not. I will come back. In the meantime, I'm gonna do the dishes, and I will let you know. Oh, and don't forget to set your timer. All right, so it baked for about 35 minutes, and I took it out. It looks pretty delicious. It browned right around the edge. I don't know if you can see that nicely in the top. The bottom looks a little bit brown. This is warm. It asks for you to wait until it's all the way cool, but I can't wait that long. It smells great. Wish you could smell that. I'm gonna cut into it, and I'm gonna have a little bite. I'm gonna make sure it comes loose nicely, and then we'll try it. Looks pretty. Okay. So let's taste this. I'm very excited. It's good. I can taste the coconut and I can taste the lemon. It's slightly sweet, not too sweet. I think for somebody who's on a keto diet, this is perfect. For somebody who is not on a keto diet, they would probably want this to be a little bit sweeter. I guess you could like drizzle honey over it or something like that. For my purposes, it works. It says it has, let's see. It says it's 209 calories per slice, 6 carbs, 3 grams of protein, 19 grams of fat, 16 grams of saturated fat, and 3 grams of fiber, 1 gram of sugar, but we probably are a little bit higher on the sugar because of this. So I would say maybe, well, no, actually, yeah, 1 gram of sugar. And 3 net carbs. So that'll work for me. I like it. Bon appetit.